Twilight is still one of the most iconic franchises ever. The movies turned the cast into overnight superstars, but what are they up to these days? Find out what surprising skill Robert Pattinson has as a dad.
Just very joyful.
Is Taylor Lautner really returning to his werewolf roots? And which actor left Hollywood behind? Let's dive in. Kristen Stewart as Bella Swan. Just like in Twilight, the 35-year-old found her real-life soulmate too. The actress tied the knot with her longtime partner, Dylan Meyer, this April. And the 37-year-old screenwriter marked the moment with a super sweet post from their intimate ceremony. I do. I really, 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 really do. So, big congrats to the newlyweds. And no, Kristen didn't vanish after the saga ended. She has been extremely busy with numerous projects. Her latest roles include films like Love Me, Sacramento, and Love Lies Bleeding. But wait, there's more. Stewart recently made her directorial debut with The Chronology of Water, which premiered at the Cannes Film Festival. The film is a raw adaptation of the American swimmer Lydia Yuknevich's visceral memoir of surviving abuse as a child.
Because being a woman is a really violent experience, even if you don't have the sort of extreme experience that we depict in the film or that Lydia endured and came out of beautifically.
And directing? Turns out it's her happy place.
I love it. Everyone can have their own relationship with it, but I watch this thing like it's the most like, I feel like I'm watching my kid in kindergarten. I'm like, there we go.
Before we dive into more Twilight tea, make sure you're subscribed to OSSA Movies for all the latest on your favorite stars and stories. Now, let's talk about Bella's best friend, Taylor Lautner as Jacob Black. Recently, the actor rewatched all the Twilight films, and surprise, he actually had a blast.
It didn't feel like I was watching myself. Like I just was able to remove myself from the movies and just like as a fan watch them.
And now, Lautner's going full circle. The 33-year-old is returning to his roots in a brand new series, Taylor Lautner Werewolf Hunter. Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. This time, he plays himself, helping a secret society of werewolf trackers. Between saving the world, reviving his career, and falling in love, he faces the ultimate question. What happens when your biggest role becomes your greatest enemy? Lautner also will appear in the upcoming comedy, The Token Groomsman. And outside of acting, he's doing something truly meaningful. Together with his wife, he co-hosts a mental health podcast called The Squeeze, born from their own struggles.
It was really awesome to have each other going through that journey. This was, right around COVID time, kind of like the journey for many of us.
Yeah.
Now, they're using their platform to help others open up.
We feel called to do this podcast and just have vulnerable conversations with ourselves, our guests.
The actor and a nurse Tay tied the knot in 2022. The pair live in California and have 2 dogs, Remy and Lily. And what about his on-screen love interest? McKenzie Foy as Renesmee Cullen. The actress was just 11 when she first stepped into the Twilight world. Now, she's 24, all grown up and shining bright. Since her days as Little Renesmee, Foy has landed roles in big movies like Interstellar and The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. In 2020, she also starred in Disney's Black Beauty, and on that set, she fell in love with horses. Now, Mackenzie's living that equestrian dream, and trust us, she's no amateur, she's a full-on horse pro. But for the 24-year-old, it's more than just a hobby. She's deeply involved with the Wild Beauty Foundation, helping wild horses get the care and rehab they deserve. Her love life, well, she keeps it under wraps. Even her social media is packed with horses and a surprising side of Taekwondo. Yeah, don't mess with this young lady. Coming up, you'll also catch Mackenzie in the Western drama The Isolate Thief and The Man Who Saved Paris. Plus, she's aiming to dive into something new.
Hopefully start getting into writing and directing in the more creative side of it really soon.
All right, time to see what the rest of the Cullen clan is up to. Peter Facinelli as Carlisle Cullen. Bet you didn't know the actor wasn't the first pick to play the vampire dad? But instead of sulking, he mailed the director Catherine Hardwicke a book called 50 Years of Vampire Making in Hollywood, with a friendly note wishing her a great shoot. And then, fate did its thing. The original actor dropped out,
And so the producers were like, well, all right, he can't do it. He's either like his deal fell through or I don't know, maybe got another job or something. And I said, who do you want to go to next? And she was like, well, I don't know. What about Peter Facinelli?
That's how Carlisle was born, and now we can't picture anyone else in that role. After Twilight, the 51-year-old kept busy with roles in Nurse Jackie, The Vanished, and The Unbreakable Boy. On the personal side, Facinelli was married to Beverly Hills 90210 star Jenny Garth for over a decade before their split in 2013. Together, they share 3 daughters. Later, he got engaged to actress Lily Ann Harrison, and in 2022, they welcomed their son, Jack. As for the Twilight family, still strong. Peter's often spotted at fan events and even had a mini Cullen reunion on Father's Day.
I want to wish you a happy Father's Day.
This is our
Father's Day, Dad.
Happy Father's Day, Carlisle.
It's all you dads out there.
Next, we are moving to his on-screen wife. Elizabeth Reaser as Esme Cullen. Turns out, playing a vampire mom had its challenges, especially when it came to throwing punches. I realized I don't like pretending to hit people because it kind of makes me feel bad. Like, what if I hit them? What if I get nervous? Despite her gentle soul, Elizabeth nailed the role of Esme, and after hanging up her vampire fangs, the actress took on a string of roles, from The Haunting of Hill House to The Handmaid's Tale and The Uninvited. And in real life, the 49-year-old is absolutely glowing. In 2024, Reaser quietly tied the knot with composer Bruce Gilbert in a dreamy Italian elopement. Originally, we were making these huge lists of people to invite, but we realized pretty quickly it didn't feel right for us. So they kept it intimate, with a few close friends, including celeb power couple Sarah Paulson and Holland Taylor, as witnesses. Now, Elizabeth and Bruce live in LA with their 2 dogs. Okay, let's check in on her on-screen kids. Kellen Lutz as Emmett Cullen. Since sinking his teeth into the role of Edward's brawny brother, the actor has been all about action. He's popped up in The Expendables 3, FBI Most Wanted, and Do Justice, proving Emmett's muscles weren't just movie magic. And recently, he reunited with Twilight co-star Cam Giganti for the crime thriller Desert Dawn. I didn't get too much time hanging with him during Twilight, as I was focused on killing his character and protecting our Cullen family. But Cam is a super talented actor, and I know fans are going to love seeing him and I on the same team. Off-screen, the 40-year-old is living his best life with wife Brittany Gonzalez, a TV host and model. The couple tied the knot in 2017, and while their journey had tough moments, including a heartbreaking miscarriage at 7 months, their love only grew stronger. In 2021, they welcomed a daughter, Ashton Lily, followed by their son, Kason, a year later. Now, the Lutz clan is thriving and even documenting their life on their YouTube channel.
You look good. Come here. I love you.
Speaking of love, let's check in on his on-screen wife. Nikki Reed as Rosalie Hale. The 37-year-old didn't just find vampire love on screen, she found it in real life too. Reed and the actor Ian Somerhalder had been friends for years, but only after her divorce from singer Paul McDonald, the Vampire Diaries star, made his move. He immediately said, "Well, I'm dating someone, but I'm gonna go tell her that this is over because it's always been you." And I was like, "No, don't do that." But he was like, "No, I waited a certain amount of time." They started dating in 2014 and tied the knot a year later in a private ceremony in California. Now, they're raising a daughter and a son, living the slow life on a farm, far away from the Hollywood chaos. That shift sparked a bigger change. And while Ian often jokes about walking away from showbiz, Nikki sees it more as a transformation.
Yeah, he talks about walking away a lot. I don't view like a walk away. I sort of view a nice transitional moment right now of figuring out how to really marry business with passion, with, truly walking the walk.
And that she does. Nikki runs an eco-friendly jewelry brand, Bayou with Love, and co-founded the Absorption Company, which makes tech-driven wellness supplements. Together with Ian, she even co-produced the documentary Common Ground, diving into sustainable farming and the future of food in America. Next up, let's see what her on-screen siblings have been up to. Jackson Rathbone as Jasper Hale. Saying goodbye to the franchise hit the actor right in the feels. It was about 3 a.m. It was wet. It was very, very cold. When they called wrap, the core Cullen clan was there, and we just all kind of looked at each other and were like, man! Maybe that's why he still clings to his vampire roots, regularly showing up at fan conventions. At 40, Wthbone's keeping the creative spark alive. He recently starred in the comedy Books and Drinks and the drama Laws of Man. And when he's not acting, he's making music. Seriously, check out his tunes on Instagram. Plus, he's a self-proclaimed burger nerd, always on the hunt for the perfect bite in every city he visits. On the personal front, life's just as full. Jackson's been happily married to Sheila Hafsadi for over a decade, and the couple is raising 3 adorable kids. And we are moving to the quirkiest member of the Cullen clan, Ashley Greene as Alice Cullen. For the actress, the Twilight cast wasn't just co-workers, they became her second family.
When you're a part of something like that, there's a bond there. Like, you're with the only people in the world who know what you're going through. And so I think that created like a really special bond for all of us. And
after the saga wrapped, Ashley kept her acting career alive. Her latest credits include horror films like It Feeds and The Ritual. But she's not just busy on set. Greene co-founded Hummingway, a wellness brand helping women take charge of their menstrual health. In her personal life, the 38-year-old is thriving. She married Australian TV personality Paul Corey in 2018. Together they raise a 2-year-old daughter. According to Ashley, motherhood is the best role she's ever had. It's incredible the amount of love that they have for you. All of a sudden, I feel like everything that used to be so stressful just doesn't matter. There's such a bigger picture now. Finally, let's wrap things up with the charming vampire. Robert Pattinson as Edward Cullen. The actor hasn't exactly been Twilight's fan over the years.
It's a weird story, Twilight, when it's not just it's strange how people responded.
But weirdly or not, playing Edward Cullen brought him a huge fan base. Since then, his career has sparked even more. Most recently, he starred in Mickey 17 and Die My Love with Jennifer Lawrence. And yes, he's putting the cape back on for the Batman Part 2 and teaming up with Christopher Nolan again for The Odyssey. Oh, and rumor has it, he might be joining the upcoming Dune Messiah. When he's not acting, the 39-year-old is still serving looks as Dior's global ambassador. And in his personal life, things are going very well. He's been with singer Suki Waterhouse for 5 years. They welcomed their first baby in March 2024, just a few months after their engagement. The couple keeps things super private, but rumor has it they kicked off 2025 with a dreamy secret wedding in the Caribbean. They were so cute and sweet. Their baby was there in a gorgeous little bridesmaid's dress. Pattinson is thrilled about fatherhood.
I think in the most unexpected ways, having a baby gives you the biggest trove of energy and inspiration afterwards.
And when it comes to diapers, he's basically a pro.
Yeah, I'm an expert. Literally, the stealth nappy when the baby doesn't even know they've had their nappy changed.
We hope you enjoyed this nostalgic bite of Twilight magic. Want more updates on your favorite stars? Make sure to check out our other videos. And as always, thanks for watching.